Hi, second graders, and welcome to another day of listening and learning with Miss Catrone from Citizenship Academy. So today for our lesson, I have a wonderful story for you about a man named Jackie Robinson. Now, I know that some of you guys may know some things already about him because we studied him when we did our projects for Black History Month. So today we're going to learn an awesome story about how he fought for a cause. Now, before we get started, I'm going to remind you of a word that I kind of touched on in our last lesson, and that's civil rights. So civil rights are rights that your government promises you. Now, today, as I'm reading the story, I want you to listen for how Jackie Robinson fought for civil rights in sports. So how did he fight for civil rights in sports? Alrighty, without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to share my screen with you. Alrighty, there he is. Jackie Robinson. Baseball has been a popular sport for a very long time. But did you know that there was a time when African American baseball players and white baseball players did not play together? This all changed when a man named Jackie Robinson showed the world what a great player he was. He also showed the world how much courage he had too. Remember what the word courage means, that it's bravery when something is difficult or dangerous. So courage, he showed a lot of courage, he showed a lot of bravery. This is the incredible story of Jackie Robinson. Jack Roosevelt Robinson, or Jackie, was born in 1919 in Cairo, Georgia. He is the youngest of 5 children. His parents were sharecroppers, people who worked the land for others for very little pay. Jackie's father left his family when Jackie was a baby, and his mother, Mallie Robinson, moved the family to Pasadena, California to be near relatives who would help her raise her children. The Robinsons lived in a small house on Pepper Street. Mallie worked many different jobs to support her family. Despite hardships, Jackie grew up in a close and loving family. Even if we don't have a lot of things, we can always be really grateful for the people in our lives. Jackie played many sports. From an early age, Jackie was a talented athlete. When he became a student at John Moore High School, his brothers Mac and Frank encouraged him to play sports. Jackie played football, basketball, baseball, and tennis, and he ran track too. He played shortstop and catcher on the baseball team, quarterback on the football team, and guard on the basketball team. In track and field, he won awards for the long jump. After high school, Jackie attended Pasadena Junior College. Again, he played basketball, football, and baseball, and he ran track. On the football team, he played quarterback and safety. He was shortstop and leadoff hitter for the baseball team, and he broke the school long jump records. Before long, the University of California in Los Angeles, also known as UCLA, offered Jackie an athletic scholarship. A scholarship means that they'll pay for part or all of your college for you. Jackie was happy to accept. While at UCLA, Jackie proved himself to be a good student and an amazing athlete. As a UCLA student, he competed in 4 sports: baseball, basketball, football, and track. Jackie was selected for the All-American football team, which is a team of players from different schools who are the best players in the country. When Jackie left college, he began playing football for the Honolulu Bears, a Hawaiian semi-professional team. When the United States became involved in World War II, Jackie joined the United States Army. After 2 years, he was promoted to the officer rank as second lieutenant. That's a big honor. Growing up, Jackie had been aware of discrimination. Remember, discrimination is being treated differently because of the color of your skin, the religion that you practice, or other things. When Jackie joined the Army, he realized that there was discrimination there too. Jackie felt the need to challenge these attitudes. So when you challenge something, you question whether it's really right. When Jackie was in the Army, he refused an order to sit at the back of the military bus. Jackie felt that the color of his skin should not determine where he could or could not sit. Jackie was court-martialized or charged with a crime for refusing this order. However, at his trial, he was found not guilty. That means they said he wasn't wrong. Jackie left the Army towards the end of World War II. He was signed to play shortstop for the Kansas City Monarchs. The Monarchs were a team that belonged to something called the National Negro League. It was in this league that African American players were allowed to play baseball. Jackie traveled all over the Midwest during that season with the league. One day, a man named Branch Rickey saw Jackie play. Branch Rickey was the president of the Brooklyn Dodgers. Branch thought that Jackie was an incredible player. He wanted Jackie to play for his team. The only problem was that the Brooklyn Dodgers were an all-white team. So back then, African Americans and whites did not play professional sports together. Branch met with Jackie and told him that he needed Jackie to be very brave. He wanted Jackie to become the first African American to play in an all-white Major League Baseball program. This was referred to as breaking the color barrier. This meant that before this time, a person's skin color was the barrier, or something that stopped them from playing in many sports leagues. Branch wanted Jackie to break this barrier. He explained to Jackie that at first he would probably be treated badly by most of the fans, or even by some of his players. But Branch was willing to gamble, or take a chance, that Jackie was strong enough to break that color barrier and change attitudes. He believed that Jackie had self-control and courage. What sort of person did Branch think Jackie was? Well, it talks about how he thought he was a very brave person and thought he was strong enough to break these color barriers. Before Jackie agreed, he asked Branch a question. Jackie asked, "Are you looking for someone who is afraid to fight back?" Branch replied, "No, I need a player with guts enough to fight back." What is the word that you learned that means responding to unfairness by refusing to take physical action? Remember, we learned that if you're not going to take physical action, it's called nonviolence. So he was saying, well, I want you to fight back, but nonviolent. Jackie Robinson agreed to be that man. He said that he was strong enough to stand up. Okay, so this is Jackie and a guy named Pee Wee Reese. Jackie traveled to Daytona Beach, Florida for spring training. He began playing with the Montreal Royals, a training team for the Brooklyn Dodgers. Jackie played well. The most difficult days for Jackie were often when he was off the field and traveling with the other players. During this time, Jackie could not stay in the same hotels as his teammates. Teammates are members of the same side of your team. He could not eat at the same restaurants and diners. Jackie did not like this one bit, but he was determined to become the first African American Major League Baseball player in the United States. And then it happened. Just 6 days before the start of the 1947 baseball season, Jackie got the call that he had been waiting for. The Dodgers wanted him to play. Sadly, not all of his teammates were happy about this. Some said that they would rather sit out and miss a game than play with Jackie. But Jackie's teammate, Pee Wee Reese, came to his defense. "You can hate a man for many reasons," Pee Wee said. "Color is not one of them." I think that's an awesome quote. So this is a picture of Jackie playing for the Brooklyn Dodgers. Well, it's actually an illustration because it's not a real picture. On April 15th, 1947, when Jackie put on the Brooklyn Dodgers uniform wearing number 42, he broke the color barrier. As the first African American player on a major league team, Jackie made his debut at the Ebbets Field before a crowd of 26,623 people, including more than 14,000 African American fans. How do you think Jackie felt that day that he finally got to play for the Brooklyn Dodgers for the first time? He might have been really excited. He also might have been a little nervous because this is the first time anybody's doing this. I think he probably had a lot of emotions. Jackie knew that he would have to be strong enough and concentrate on the game and nothing else. At first, there was a great deal of hostility. Hostility is feeling or an act of unfriendliness, anger, or dislike. People called him names, but Jackie just played baseball. Some of his teammates would not sit with him. No matter, game after game, Jackie focused on playing, even when the pitchers threw balls and tried to hit him. So he was treated super unfairly and really unkindly, but he was strong enough to keep moving forward. In one game during his first year as a professional player, Jackie received a 7-inch gash, or a big cut, on his leg. It was a deliberate injury inflicted on him during a game between the Dodgers and the Philadelphia Phillies. It was an attempt to intimidate him. So the word intimidate means to try to make someone do something by making them afraid. So they wanted to make him afraid so that he would probably stop playing baseball. Still, Jackie refused to quit. He simply said, "I'm not concerned with your liking or disliking me. All I ask is that you respect me as a human being." Do you guys think that Jackie Robinson had courage? I absolutely think he had courage. I think that he showed a lot of bravery even when it was hard or it was really difficult too. Later in his baseball career, Jackie hit a home run, a triple, a double, and a single in the same game. Jackie could run, hit, steal bases, and play second base like nobody else. His friend and teammate Duke Snider said, "He was the greatest competitor I've ever seen." By the end of his first year in the major leagues, Jackie had played in 151 games for the Dodgers, scored 125 runs, and had 175 hits, including 31 doubles, 5 triples, and 12 home runs. He was named Rookie of the Year, and in 1949, he was chosen as the most valuable player in the National League. Jackie had proven that the world of professional sports is far better when everyone can participate in it. During Jackie's career, the Dodgers played in 6 World Series. Jackie played in every one. He could hit, and he was fast. He averaged more than 110 runs per season from 1947 to 1953 and had a .311 career batting average. Jackie helped the Dodgers win 6 National League pennants and 1 World Series title. These impressive achievements made Jackie Robinson one of the best players to have ever played in Major League Baseball. Jackie retired from baseball in 1957. Jackie said, "The way I figured it, I was even with baseball and baseball was even with me. The game had done much for me, and I had done much for it." Jackie Robinson was the first African American inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. He received many other honors too. In 1997, Major League Baseball honored Jackie by retiring his number from all Major League Baseball teams. This is a very special honor, and it means that no other Major League player on any team can ever wear his number. Remember, his number is 42, and that number is retired. It'll forever be Jackie Robinson's number, and nobody else can ever wear it. That's a really cool honor. Every year since 2004, however, all Major League players wear Jackie's number 42 every April 15th to remember the important role Jackie Robinson played in Major League Baseball. So once a year on April 15th, they all wear his number to honor him. Alrighty, guys. I'm just going to quickly go over your word work for you today, and then we'll be done with our video. And I'm just going to have you answering for me in your Google form how Jackie Robinson fought for civil rights in sports. But before we do that, let's go over our word work. All right, so our word work for today is challenge. I'll say the word challenge, you say the word. Good job. When you challenge something, you question whether that thing is right or wrong. The coach decided to challenge the umpire's call that the player swung at the pitch. Can you think of a time where you've challenged something? I can tell you that sometimes when I'm teaching and I make a mistake, a lot of kids in my class will raise their hands and be like, "Miss Catron, I actually think you meant to say this." And by that, they're challenging me. They're saying, "I don't actually think you were right in what you said." Or sometimes when I'm reading, I'll skip over a word and they'll challenge it. They'll say, "I don't actually think you were right there." So by that, you're challenging me. And that's really helpful when we do that to each other because it helps keep everybody doing the right thing. If you do it in a nice way, make sure that you're challenging people kindly and not being like, "Miss Catron, I can't believe you skipped a word." That's not a kind way to challenge someone, but there is a kind way to do it. Alrighty, guys, I've loved reading you this story about the amazing Jackie Robinson, and I can't wait to read to you again soon. Have a wonderful day. It looks like it's beautiful outside, so make sure you get outside today. Bye, guys.